Everything should be working. I'll double check. Yeah, so everything should be working. We'll see. I'll just continue doing my respec. Oops, try not to click the wrong thing. Cards. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, already in that one. Perfect. Yeah, maxed out these. Oh no, actually, both of these were 100. Then, yeah, still haven't spent into these, so let's have a look. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4. That's 6.5 Q to work with. Just checking a few things. So we want push. The way that this is set out, does this have health as well? Which one has health going? Nothing has health going. Oh, is it just because of... Alright, I know why this is fine. I think I have to have this in primary slot. Because of battle conditions. It means this one goes into assist, unfortunately. And then just trying to figure out what I can do with what. I've got 6.5 quadrillion left. $262 enhancements. Could get a few levels there. Not quite there for the enemy level skip. Not so bad then. Do I get a few more levels with these? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's not much, honestly, but hey. I can also get an enemy attack level. Yep. Yeah, we'll push enemy attack level skip up to 467. Hey, elite. You have 3 accounts? Damn, hard to keep up. Yeah. 3 accounts is definitely difficult to keep up. Generally, I kind of end up not doing one as well as the others. For example, I think, because this is baby EHP, just up to the point where I started doing my videos on my main account. So this one will be going once it catches up. Whereas this one's going to be my glass cannon, so it's going to stay. So I'll have one for EHP, one glass cannon. That's the plan anyway. So just making sure I've got everything correct before I do my run. I might just burn a few reroll effects. Ancestral, probably not going to come up, but hey. Hey, Denols. Good luck today, thank you. No 4 AM stream. For me, this is much a better time. Like it's 8 PM where I am. Usually, when I stream at like 9 AM for me, that's because it's during the week and it just kind of works a bit better. So weekends, it'll be like this time if I do continue streaming going forward for this one, and then the one during the week would potentially, it depends if I get the day off during the week. So it'll either be this time or 9 AM on that day. So we want a previous, we want to keep our chain lightning. And then there's so much to consider. Do I swap out a Guardian chip? Do I slot in Ally for the chance that it can convert one that I want it to? But it only happens... Better to have it than not, right? Still don't mind having the summon chip. in. So I've just respec'd some levels, got the right cards, got them in, and I took out the most expensive lab. So I have actually already done a run earlier today, just in case, but we're in a bit of a weird position. So like the 2 baby ones, I just kind of set them and forgot, and they didn't really do that amazing. My main one, I am currently ranked 14th. However, there is Zeridin, who will definitely go past me, and not Afi. Afi's not going to go past me. Jiho? Geo? Come on, Geo. Geo's not wanting to load. Pretty sure it's Geo. No one's wanting to load. Am I having a technical issue? Right, I'm just going to double check. Oh, there we go. Just took it. Yeah, there we go. So PBM's probably going to take over me. Is Geo fine? Geo's okay, yeah. I've got 2 that will most likely go higher than I am, which means they'll knock me down to 16th. So I need to try and at least get 540 waves. Just double checking to see if I'm having any streaming issues. Just because that did lag a little bit. No, it looks like stream's healthy. We'll just have to see how it goes. It's just I've changed internet provider, so I'm a bit cautious is all. Right, so we're going to run all 3 of these at once, because why not? So our aim is 540 waves. It is a bit of luck, unfortunately. Try that again. Get rid of that on the main tower, and then I have respect to have like no damage whatsoever. Because I don't use damage on that one. Make sure we go into the right place for everything. There's so much to do when you start all 3 at the same time. This was not a smart idea. Oh god, the mess. Yeah, everything's correct. Okay. Technically, I should really go here, do the enemy health skips, attack skips. There we go. Make it so it's just like a row. Just lining them all up so I can just go through and click on them when they come up. So the goal is 540 waves. But my problem that I have right now is, so basically what's killing me is when bosses come in and I do not hit them with the damage reduction from my flame bot. That's what ends up killing me. So it's a bit RNG to how lucky I get with where my flame bot goes off. I do need more range on my flame bot. Just the tournament one, but we'll clear it off. Oh no, yeah, it's fine to clear that off. Make sure I cleared that one off. I just saved it. Ah, you know what I forgot to do? I was going to do something else. I'll just do it now. Because if I pull what I'm trying to pull, I will end this run and restart it. No, okay, never mind. I'm actually going to start saving reroll shards for that. That's a good idea. Because if I can get one more OA, I can get my OA up to Mythic, and then I can get the Mythic substats. Oh, for those of you that watched my video that came out at 6, it's changed since that video. My Mimic is getting better painted. I don't think you can actually see the detail. Oh yeah, if I go close enough, you can actually see the eyes detail. I was just curious to how well it would pick it up on my camera. Unfortunately, I made a few mistakes, so I do need to do some touch-ups on it, and still need to do extra coats of paint. But you know, painting's coming along great on it. There is way too much to look at. Yeah, look at was the right word. Look out for, I guess, was also correct. When you're running 3 different towers. So this one on the right isn't so much of a worry. It's kind of just click when you can. But these two are basically... This one I've got to watch for the health going down too much so that I change over and stop hitting my enemy attack level skips. My main one, obviously, is just hit enemy attack level skips when it comes up until it maxes out, and hope that I don't die before that. I mean, I shouldn't die before that. I at least got a few extra levels. So in theory, my health, I can't even remember what I just clicked. I got 2 levels in my health regen, and 1 in wall health and normal health in the enhancements. So I should do a bit better. And then obviously I got a couple more enemy attack level skips as well. So having that a little higher from the get-go also potentially will help me. 540 is a lofty goal for me today. I'm just trying to hope that I get a bit of good luck with that, just so that I can get the 2 keys. Because if I can get 2 keys, I can buy my first like the first vault upgrade, which is just the 2.5% reduction on enhancement costs. But obviously that's going to be a great one to get. In fact, isn't there a lab? When do you unlock the lab for enhancements? But rather than lab. What I'm looking for. There's an actual lab upgrade. Tier 21. Not getting there anytime soon. Right, back to paying attention to these, right? It's also nice to know that my wall is at 1% of the strength of Bonsai Lads. Means I've got a lot of improvement to go. Like, seeing that I have the ability to get that progression right is amazing. Especially considering people say EHP is not that good. Although I feel like a lot of the content creators now are much more EHP driven than Glass Cannon. Then you got your big boy glass cannons, don't get me wrong. But I feel like maybe it's just the content creators I watch happen to all be EHP, but I feel like EHP is actually has more content creators than glass cannon. Correct me if I'm wrong. The reason I look that way when I said that is because my recording software and chat is over on that screen, whereas the camera's in front of, on top of all 3 of my towers. I am half tempted to I always consider, is it worth having my face on my videos? But I feel like it just adds that little bit layer. Like, yes, I am actually human sat here, not just a AI voiceover. Is my music correct as well? Like, is it background music? I mean, obviously, I know you can hear me over it. I just don't know how quiet it is. I don't know if my music's a bit too quiet. How is my... Oh, yeah. I was like, how is my main tower so much further? But it's got wave skips in. I'm pretty sure my glass cannon tower doesn't have wave skips equipped. It should do, but that's why I'm saving up to have extra cards, because it's card slot intensive. Being glass cannon. I don't know if this is a good time to stream for tournaments. I think it's the first time I've streamed the tournament at this time. But to be fair, I also didn't give much forewarning. I don't know. I didn't check to see if any other YouTubers were streaming either, actually. Not well planned. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stream today, and then like it turned out that I could, so I put as much forewarning up as I could after I learned. But so I'm live. Yeah, Spartan, Zephyr, and Spartan and Zephyr are both live. Probably was not the best time for me to stream. I'm surprised they're both live. I thought they worked out a schedule for those guys streaming. Still streaming. 70. Yeah, I suppose bigger channels stream for longer as well, because So I'm currently competing for views, which was not the best planned thing, I guess. But best laid plans of mice and men and all that. Just mice, actually. I love quoting that film whenever I get a chance. How we doing? Was that red Death Defy, or was it the way it looks when it goes Golden Tower? Does it go red for Golden Tower? I can close. I just realised I do not need those open. Golden Tower takes so long to come back around. Everything's on here, right? Yeah, making sure. Come on, I probably missed the Golden Tower because it also doesn't last that long. No, it's just such a massive cooldown, it hasn't happened. Right, here we go. I can see if it is. Yeah, because that's almost, I would say that's pretty red colour. Sorry. We're good. So basically we're just going to be chilling for the next 400 waves. I do have a couple of... Can't do that. Oh, sorry. I do have a couple of people's towers to review at the moment, but then I realised I can't pull that up, unfortunately. Why is that just popped up by itself when it still says sign in? That's weird. Might just get up on be safe. that's all good. Right. It would be nice to join brackets. Like, I was thinking it would be great to join the brackets with like the people in the Tower Sanctuary. That's the one. I was trying to remember what they called the server. But they decided like the time would be 9 minutes past 2 in the morning for me. So I was like, yeah, not going to be joining in the middle of the night because I'll be in the middle of a farming run at that point as well. So I still dropped below 20% before I max it out. How does it work? Doesn't affect it. I was just curious about like the damage, the battle condition reduction. Can't even speak properly. I was just curious if it affects the like cooldown or duration. But it doesn't look like it does. Doesn't look like this has affected it either. But still, I can't afford to do the next level, so it doesn't really matter. Right, that's still fine. These are never going to max though, so I've kind of got to be vigilant on when to stop clicking them. This one matters because it does get maxed out. Starting to take some chip damage, so time to actually bother with upgrading things on my baby tower. Almost. That's the thing, right? With my glass cannon tower, I was planning on just keep on going until I get the module that I want and then go for cards, but the fact that I can get my Sharp Fortitude... Oops, let's not do that. Like, if I had enough fodder, I could manage to get Sharp Fortitude up. Just messed up. Yeah, I don't have enough fodder yet. But it's literally just the fodder that's holding me back. Like, why am I getting the defensive modules on my glass cannon tower? And then, to add insult to injury, I have project funding on here. I have Havoc Bringer as well, which isn't so important, but the fact that this has managed to get one of the important ones for glass cannon, and then like this one is just literally just EHP galore. Like almost debating changing out the OA as well, but currently my highest stat one, so it's staying in. That was a decent chip damage from a boss from not getting my flame bot activate on it. So I do need a higher range from a flame bot. Still. I feel like my range on my flame bot is good, but not good enough. So what I'm gonna do, it's annoying. Try again. Flame bot's over here. I am tempted to completely respec out a golden bot so that I can max out the range. Just so that I do better in tournaments. Why is that saying 63? It shouldn't be 63 range. Oh no, yeah, I did increase it by 4 meters recently. Looks like my baby EHP tower is going to be ending up its run soon. Chip damage has got too much. Might actually start working on that. Thing is, again, I need the likes of Sharp Fortitude, or I need the likes of Wormhole Redirector. I don't think what the name of it was there. It's been a while since I've used it, that's why. That's my excuse anyway. I don't know why I maxed out mine, to be fair. Yeah, I can just click on these a bit. Damage doesn't matter, but like, it doesn't matter if I click on it or not. I was just thinking, like, it's worth getting a few extra levels on this whilst it's cheaper, rather than just keep clicking on enemy health level skips. Just thinking of basically making it so I get past the 500 waves where I just set it and forget it. I need more solutions for slowing down the bosses. Slash getting more range on my bot. See, the question is though, that's a good question. Is it better to have the Singularity Harness in for extra range on my bot rather than having Pulsar Harvester? Next time I get a boss health bar up, I'll have a quick look to how I'm doing. How much damage is being done through health. Through Pulsar Harvester. Like leveling down enemies. I know what I was trying to say, but it's not what the words that were coming out of my mouth. The only thing is, it does also negate some damage, right? Because why is my mouse just gone really weird? So like, that's the thing. It's done 5.2% damage on its health compared to the 35% from Thorns. So is that doing enough? But also, it's reducing the damage that they deal. I mean, there's ones where it's done, like, you can see it's definitely done a chunk that's reduced the amount of Thorns has had to do. But is one less hit worth the sheer amount of damage from not being reduced? I'm asking the real questions now. 22nd on this tower. That's awesome. More inspiring. I could have actually technically lived longer, I just realised. I wasn't. If I was paying attention, I could have got a few extra waves. I think if I don't get 540, I'll try another one with Singularity Harness on head. That first boss just like tore chunks out of me. Is it going to be? We'll see what the second boss does. See even if I get enough health before the second boss. Might have to swap my plan up straight away. I do not like the chunks that get torn out. Why that extra range might be worth it. Not too bad. I think the next one. Let's start making preparation. I know you can't see much going on behind me on this one. One reason why I'm tempted to turn my face off. Just show everything that I'm clicking. But I feel like the baby tower is not so important. Come on. That was too close. Am I going to pop at 309? Bit concerned about the scatter. Jesus Christ. My wall popped 311. I like my black holes going. Only 5-second reduction. Literally just bad placement of the flame bot. Nice, well done. Just looking. Tyler Owen? Tyler Owen. Tyler Owen. Apologies, I can't read. Oh shit. It's my second wind on this. Oh, that means I'm not going to get further than 60, am I? Oh well. 540 was the goal here, but I already used second wind at 313. Just embarrassing that. Yeah, how many keys did you get? Did you get 2 or 4? I suppose it's Taylor, isn't it, rather than Tyler? Got an I and a Y. I don't know. Yeah, I managed to get 4 keys, which was great. And then this tournament, potentially, I'm not getting any keys. Got to pay attention here because I think I'm going to have to hit. Ideally, I won't, but I think I do. Oh shit, I just got 1 hit. I thought I'd hit. Yeah, no, okay. But I still would have only got to 60 anyway. That's fine, there's no increase there. Need a solution. Come on, please. No. I didn't want to do this, but I don't have 2 yet anyway. Go. Oh, come on. Really? I just pressed the wrong thing. I want to go nuke. This is even worse than my first run. Wrong. I got 470 in my first run. I got stronger, and I've done worse. How backward is that? Ridiculous. You know what, I'm just going to auto-mode. I know you can get a bit more efficient with different things. Hey Gale, things are not going well. I'm alright. How are you? Just I strengthened my tower and did worse. So backwards. have to pay attention for like a boss coming in or something. Gonna have to nuke at this boss. Gonna end up dying before I get my wall back. Oh. Yeah, died before I could get my wall back. Ugh, 360. Right. Do I have wall? I'm gonna take... I don't have enough reroll shards. But I'm gonna undo that and start working on wall rebuild. For situations like this. Auto reroll, yes, I'm sure. No, could have. Previous. I think I've got wall rebuild still going in here as well, yeah. Mean workshop enhancements on EHP? Do you mean getting keys? My EHP is definitely going well, but I'm not getting keys again today. It's annoying. Unless I get a bit of luck. Oh, I understand, yeah. So, like, I upgraded... Yeah, so I got 1 level in each of these. 2 levels in regen. I also pushed up... it was in the same place. 3 more levels in enemy attack level skips. And I still died sooner than earlier. I am going to... I don't think it's got the right... It doesn't have enemy attack level skips. Ancestral, so I'm passing up on some enemy attack level skips. Not really going to be enough to do anything with, but I think we are just going to have to go with this. Try again, because what's killing me is really bad luck on flame bot range, but I can't afford to respec to take out my golden bot and push up my range. But that's definitely what I need to work on for better consistency. I'll give it one more go. Now I'm having to pay gems at this point. And yes, my enemy attack level skips is going to be lower this time. But just what we're going to have to try out. And then back to this one, I was having a look at doing this just to get more tower health. A glass cannon tower, it's at wave 38 on T1 and has 28. Yeah, so like tier 1 glass cannon is exhausting. Like, honestly, is so exhausting. This may do a bit better because I'm getting round the tower more consistently. There's still times where it doesn't go around the tower. Yeah, there's just 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in a row where it didn't go around the tower, so I still need even more range. Let's see how it goes this time. Yeah, tier 1 is probably the hardest thing you'll do on glass cannon tower. Like, don't get me wrong, mine's got to a point where it's really slow, but it doesn't feel like the struggle that I had with tier 1. Speaking of which, I'm going to be making a video on this week, but it's finally managed to do 4,500 waves on tier 1. It was a grind, but managed to actually get there. So, options, reroll effects. We want health regen. What do we actually want? We want health regen, defense percentage, and we defense abs, I guess. Yeah, we want them legendary only. What a reroll. Yeah, still want abs for now. Right, so glass cannon is exhausting. It really is just the beginning bit. Do I want the thorn damage? Oh no, I don't need thorn damage anymore. The way that this one's being used right now, so I'll take that off. Auto reroll. Yeah, probably why you progress quicker than with EHP than glass cannon. In your first video, you were barely earning coins. Your next one, you already had 500,000 on it. Yeah, so it's weird. Glass cannon starts off slow, but then it goes hard, to put it simply. Like, it flies through the waves. Right, yeah, I was just trying to think of the best way of explaining it. So, glass cannon is consistent when you're going up in waves, whereas EHP, you really feel the increase each time in difficulty. So, auto reroll for our health regen. Oh my god, I just burnt through everything. But then health regen, we're not really using too much, so that's not so bad. I honestly thought I had so much saved up, and it just all burnt through. Nothing that can... Oh, of course, I forgot they're the named ones, so they're a pain. We'll try doing this again, why not? Hopefully this will give you a bit more consistency, having that extra range. Ideally, I need it so even when it's like out at that furthest spot, it's still going round to the full of my wall. Or I just need it so that the bosses take much longer time to get to my wall, so they're more likely to be hit by the flame bot. I think that's also, you've got a point there. Coin wise, the EHP is going to do better than glass cannon because it's easier to farm. Last tournament you unlocked workshop enhancements on EHP. Missed a few of your stream. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this one, my baby EHP, unlocked enhancements. Lab, don't think I can research it. Yeah. Can't afford to research it, but I did unlock it. Yeah, I'm with you now. Like 4 billion is just shy of half of my lifetime coin. Also, I am glad you're back as well, Gail. It's nice having active chatters. Like, I'm fine with people lurking, don't get me wrong, but having active chatters makes it much more enjoyable for myself, rather than just sitting here staring at 3 screens. It technically 4 screens, but it just means that it's passes the time quicker for me having conversations with people. And I have to think less. Technically. The reason I say I have to think less is because I'm not having to make up both sides of a conversation to keep myself talking. So let's start that. Been clicking on the wrong thing because I'm not paying attention. Did Defense Absolute and Defense make that a bigger difference? Like, the last run before I just got that up to Legendary, I've just been clicking the wrong one again, I had to already start dumping into Health and Defense abs. Let's see how... Oh, okay. Now we do need to... That's chunking. Right. So, yes, that's a word. It's chunking. Last tournament, you didn't push T13 on Glass Cannon. However, you might get further in T13 you haven't put it in a while. Yeah, I might do a bit better on my Glass Cannon to push, but also I don't feel like I've had any proper increases on my Glass Cannon. That's one of the reasons why I haven't ran it. That makes sense. Also, this one's always running for the longest on my tournament streams. You've done a lot of 3D printed projects. I'm in the process of hand painting a 3D Catan board. Okay, nice. So I got my 3D printer for Christmas. I've printed off a few things with it. I could have gone crazier, but I'm a bit mindful because I'm usually sat in the room where my printer is. So I didn't want to choke myself to death, right? Basically. So I printed off a few miniatures. Basically, the main reason I got it was for printing miniatures for Dungeons and Dragons. So I dialed it in to print really well for printing miniatures, and then I haven't printed any miniatures off. I printed off a tamping station for my coffee machine, and then I printed a few things that are useful around the house. Just a few little bits and bobs. Like I printed a phone stand for my wife as well, and then obviously I printed this Mimic which I've been painting, which looks pretty nice. I'm going to hold it a bit closer so that you can see the eyes. I did make a couple of mistakes, so I do need to fix them up. I also still need to put another coat on the teeth and then put blood on the teeth, because I've got a blood paint. It's blood wash actually, I believe. Also almost messed up there. So I've been enjoying doing my 3D printing. I just don't like leaving it on whilst I'm sat here, generally. Just because, yes, it's not as toxic as resin, but it's still not good to be breathing it in all the time. And Night Animal. What's better on Mythic module? Orb speed or more orbs? That's something that I've been kind of testing out myself. I feel like more orbs is arguably better than orb speed if you're having to choose between the two. But it's difficult to test out to its fullest because of the costs of re-rolling it. But I believe having the extra orb is better than having the speed. Because the thing is, the problem with the orb speed is it doesn't show a percentage. It's like plus, is it +2 for Mythic, for example? I mean, if you've got one, I wouldn't sacrifice it for the other at the end of the day, in my opinion. As I said, it's like the cost of re-rolling it. Is it really worth it? If you've got one, it's still a benefit. So the problem is with like the plus speed is it doesn't show off a percentage properly. If you think about the amount of orbs that you get given, Like that's an oh god damn it! I could have done better if I was paying attention. I could have got the extra few waves. So let's pay attention properly this time. We'll run another run because we can get to wave 70. But yeah, so it's a case of orbs. It's easy because it's a percentage because you get extra orbs. But it's technically it's extra value than just a percentage of speed technically because you've got the extra orb in there. Because also it's an orb in another place, so it's more likely to hit bosses, for example. But yeah, so it's a bit of a iffy one, really. I'm curious about why you chose Chronofield on EHP on your latest EHP video. I was surprised when I saw you choose Chronofield. So, yeah, because on my baby EHP, I picked Chronofield. So Chronofield is actually a great EHP. Like it is generally a great one anyway. So multiple reasons behind it. It's so right. It is great. Don't get me wrong. I'll explain this. I'm just trying to think of the best way to explain it. So it's a long one to lab. So it's good to get it early for one. But once you have Perma Chronofield, you can then start researching into your Chronofield reduction. Yes, it only goes up to 25%. So they do 75% of their damage rather than 100% of the damage. But that's multiplied with the other damage reductions, right? So multiplying damage reduction is always a must at the end of the day. Then also, if enemies are slowed down, it increases the time between hits from the enemies, meaning you take less damage so you can heal your damage up faster. So Chronofield's like a double whammy for EHP. So Chain Lightning is a great one for EHP, but that's only once you've got all your ultimate weapons, so that's not so important. Also, I didn't really have that many good choices, to be fair. Don't remember what my choices were, but they were not good choices. You made a comic about someone preparing to sink Ultimate Weapon in a rip-off of the tower. Were they preparing with a credit card? It is a big problem. Let's not over why. The sync is always an issue. It's important to sync, but like it's expensive, right? That being said, I don't think I paid money to get my sync. It's just forward planning and saving at the end of the day. But it doesn't surprise me that there's tower rip-offs that do similar. They're probably more expensive. Ooh, almost. Probably gonna move over to health and defense abs. Just fact. Alexa Plus. Depends. I mean, I'm currently making a game like The Tower, but not a rip-off. Actually, just Not even spell. Yeah, still. Oh wait, a second. When did this time? Oh, okay. Now we want to start pumping damage because we. I just googled it. Nothing came up. It's just like obviously the Amazon Alexa. But I mean, if I found other towers like that, other games like the tower, not full on rip off, I would definitely play and make content for them. Do you think that Black Hole Plus would be a good EHP ultimate weapon? Good question. Keep my mute. Right, I don't want to pop. I don't want to have to pop my demon mode, but I'm gonna have to if I want to live. I don't know how I got to wave 60 without using it last time. I guess it was just a bit of luck, so I'm not right there. Might try and do another tier 2 run, but I'll have to do that another time. Where have I been running lately? Tier 7s. Where I am currently. Tier 7. Yes, I. So, going back to Tyler Owen, what have you been printing lately, other than a Catan bot? Glad to see tier 12 is rough for all early towers. To be fair, I've not been getting any, like... I feel like I haven't been getting any increases other than the defense one that I just got there. But yeah, tier 12 is a difficult one, to be fair. You are right. Hoping that I'm going to do a bit better this time. Just curious. Oh, Bonsai streaming now as well. I feel like now is not the best time to be streaming, but oh well. I'm here. It just works best for my schedule. At the end of the day, people can watch it after as well. Fine. I mean, plenty of people here, so I shouldn't really complain. I can definitely get to wave 70 at least, so tier 12's not too bad. It definitely stagnates mid-game. Well, I say mid-game, it's not even mid-game, is it? It's like early game still. The end of early game. Did worse on my... That's weird. I was active and I did worse. I think I was just lucky. Because I got 500 on my AFK run. So, do you think 4 AM would be a good time to wake up to play the tower on a skull? It depends on the person. So, for me, for example, it's a bad idea. My wife would divorce me. If you don't get tired, like if it's not going to affect school, by all means, do it. if you feel like school's going to suffer, school is more important than the tower. Even if you're making a living off the tower, I would still say priorities. It's important to prioritize. Got to love when it says 0% at level 2. Coffee is always a good solution. Some would say it's even the final solution. I mean, I just join the tower when I can. The tournaments when I can, and whenever suits me. Like, I don't believe in this whole there is a best time to join. Or technically I do. The best time to join is when works for you. Let's have a quick look. I don't think I'm going to get any further than 50. Just going to go straight into damage increases. Still taking too much damage for my liking. That's the thing, I'm relying on my Flamebot too much. That I need to have even higher range. That it covers more. I would say Sync is champion. So yeah, you're getting me to do something now. Probably shouldn't cover that up, but I haven't got the space. Oh, in fact, here we go. Just so that I can keep it whilst this. I'll figure out a bit more space. Yeah, right. So now that that's loaded, then move it, please. Farming. I don't even know if I'm gonna. I'll risk it for nothing. It was here, yes. Yeah. So this bit here, I went from having Sync to perma Black Hole and perma Golden Tower, but not perma Death Wave, and my econ dropped. Like, yeah, I got extra cells, but my coins almost halved. Like, I lost 40% coin income from losing the Sync and gaining a second perma. Like, you'd think 2 of them perma over having a Sync would be better. Not the case. I'm also a massive fan of getting a natural Sync. The natural Sync is king. Because, in my opinion, if you have a natural Sync, it frees up a module to be any other module that you want. For example, if you're Glass Cannon, you can have Mention Core, and then if you're EHP, you can have Primordial Collapse. Like, it frees up a slot. In Zeradin's 158th tower, Zeradin has so many towers, it's not even funny. I saw him spending stones on Golden Tower to get it from 18.4 times 19.2 to 20 times, just maxed out Golden Tower plus. Must be nice to have the stones in both aspects. Zeradin's definitely a very powerful. Jesus Christ. He's a very powerful tower. Definitely not catching up to him anytime soon. What is with all these bosses? I know it's the basic ultimate, but like the fact that even with this increased range, I almost lost it again. Even earlier than last time as well. Bit concerning. My glass cannon tower definitely requires a little bit of luck. But yeah, currently all my stones... No. Damage does not help anything. So, Plasma Cannon, Thorns, Chain Lightning does 1.3%, Poison Swamp does 0, Projectiles does 0. I have pushed my EHP to the point that my damage just does not compare. Like, I have nothing invested in the enhancements for damage right now. So even if I pushed up these like 1 million to 1.33 quadrillion, like if you look, my Chain Lightning does 5.925 trillion. Nothing. I get most of my damage off Chain Lightning for the like 25% damage Smite causes to basic enemies. I do want to get that higher so I can clear off these guys. Oh. Scatters. There's the word I was looking. So we'll just go back to normal farming. Tier 11. Tier 11? Yeah, because we're trying to get to 1002. Well, I'm doing better than my last run. Touch wood. Because last run I'd already popped second wind. So yeah, I'm just too far into EHP for damage to really do anything. But yeah, I'm definitely going to look at, with the way that I'm dying, I've got two choices. So I can either, so I need extra range for more consistency of damage reduction on my flame bot. I also need my wall to be able to rebuild in the time that my invulnerability lasts from demon mode. That's my two things that I've got to manage, basically. They're the biggest, or are going to be the biggest increases in consistency. Then after that, I'm going to be looking at, like, all my stones at the moment are going into Smite, and I know that sounds weird for an EHP build, but I truly believe Smite is the only thing that is important for me right now, stone-wise. There is other things, don't get me wrong, but I think the most important right now is like getting that Chain Thunder from... Because yes, Chain Thunder doesn't really affect bosses, don't get me wrong, I know that, but it's everything else. Basically, so biggest thing for consistency that it's going to do is ranged ultimates and fast ultimates. If I can make their damage less, I'm going to do better than most of the people. How many lifetime cells on? My main tower lifetime keys is 4. I only got the 4 from last time, but still, I'm hoping to get 2 today if I get a bit of luck. And then lifetime cells on glass cannon and EHP. So cells 13.92, and then over here 173. So that's one of the biggest things. So this is what makes a massive difference, right? So over on Glass Cannon, I get less coins, a lot more cells. On EHP, much more coins, less cells. Massive trade-off. But my Glass Cannon is still progressed further. I know it started a month earlier, but let's have a look. So 36 billion. Yeah, it's even better on coins at the moment still. It's 3 times the amount of coins. I do need to reply to that. Ooh, I almost lost my second wind. But yeah, to go into the whole damage thing more, so arguably damage is the best way to go, like meta-wise. But to me, right, so okay, so if we're getting to the point where my second wind's gonna have to pop anyway. Like 2 enemies, bosses, do more damage than my regen can cover. But yeah, so yeah, I understand what you're saying. If I can damage to them enough so that I take 1 less hit, but my thorns at the moment, and I'm gonna have to do some maths real quick. So 120, then that's times. I wanna not be looking, but I should just go in on Indian. Times 16%. $120 times 0.16. So it's doing 19.2% health damage per hit. And do we have plasma cannon on right now? No. So I need a boss to do some maths. I understand what you're saying. Good point. But since it's not coming up, so we'll have a look on the next boss, because then we can figure the math out properly, right? So plasma cannon does 53. I'm doing 3 hits with thorns, so 54. I don't know why I said 53. So if we do times 2, so we need to do 5% health damage to reduce the amount of hits. The best thing that I can do, because 5% is still quite a lot, I think the best thing I can do is get more electrons and potentially. Right, I need a boss to come in so I can kind of see. I can't edit it while this is a boss. No, they're stopping way too far in. I probably won't be able to even get a chance to edit it. I was thinking getting it so the orbs hit the bosses more. This one only hit twice. There you go. Because my orbs hit it enough. That's my best bet. Orbs and electrons hitting them. Oh god. Nuke. Just I don't know what took my wall down, so I just kind of panic nuked there. Probably didn't even need to nuke. I just realised I didn't need to because I haven't used my second wind. I just wasted my nuke. I just had a bit of panic. Should have let myself second wind. Goldbot research. So I had been doing it. I've not been doing it on my baby towers. Did I put it back in? I felt like I put it back in recently, but I haven't. I should be fine for a little bit with that having just popped. So yeah, can't afford to run it right now. I've got one level left to go. Goldbot duration. Cooldown doesn't need to be touched because at the moment it's sync. Right, so there's no bosses right now. I'm going to bring this in because it's more likely to hit bosses. Theory. See how this one does. So that was 2 hits this time, statistically. But my orbs only got 2 hits, but my electrons did more. So ideally, what I need to do is get more electrons out. Yeah, it just looks like I've got a bad bracket today. Because I need 540. I need 541 really to get another, like, to stay in these range, because there's oh, it's Zeradin. I didn't realize Zeradin's in my bracket. Zedin's in my bracket, and PBM. Why did I not realize that Zeradin? Weird. But I don't recognize any names in my bracket. Jesus. What, I managed 4-3. What is going on with these? So yeah, no keys today. Unless they forget to run. That's just completely RNG though. I need more range on my Flamebot. Make it a bit more consistent. And I need to get... I'm trying to think. I need to get it so my Flamebot hits bosses, because that's what killed me. The Flamebot didn't hit that boss. They just chewed through all my health. Getting this up would give me 2 more electrons. Might help me out. The Golden Tower is different to Golden Bot research. So according to an AI, it said buying bounce shot, super crit, and landmine chance damage when pushing tier 14 15 would be useful for glass cannon. Actually, I was asking a question for Zerodin's second tower. I mean, don't blindly trust AI for one, but I believe that's what I've already got. The wrong thing. Rapid fire chance, bounce shot range. I'm very limited in what I can fit in. I know my labs also need to reset. I mean, there's so much I've got a lab, right? All that everything's turned off because I've not been running properly today. Points per kill still going to level 50. I did not mean to click into those two. I've got my attack speed going, my super crit chance is going up right now. Lab speed, obviously, crit factor. I've got everything going that kind of needs to be going right now, really, or can be going. Golden Tower, if I could pull it, sure. I mean, I've got it on my glass cannon at least, but yeah, I've got it on both. So it is something I'm going to invest in anyway. Yeah, tier 15 for overnight. Make sure I go back into farming. Yeah, I'm ready to go. So what am I going to get? Can I view all prizes? I'm going to end up 225 stones. I'll be at 500, 560, 574. Guess I'm just going to have to save it for now. Oh well. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream. Unfortunately, somehow I did worse with being stronger. It's RNG at the moment, unfortunately. Picking completely the wrong thing. On T9. I mean, econ is king, and I know it is. I should probably push to research the econ ones so they're done out the way, but also it's a little bit meh as well. Like, my main focus is my main tower. Obviously, I'm always open to advice, don't get me wrong. But also, I feel like looking what I can afford. I can afford Golden Tower bonus again. I might stick that back in. Duration's more important, isn't it? I might go back into actually doing. You've got a good point. It's only got 3 hours left, but I can always come back to it. Might just go crazy on econ. Golden bot cooldown. Can't afford a duration. Duration's expensive. Right now, there's no real sync, so it might actually be worth pushing that as long as I don't go under 100 seconds, right? That's better than the actual cooldowns. And then there is the last golden bot. I'm just going to go full in econ. You've got a good point. Oh, can I not afford it anymore? It was here a moment ago. Golden Tower bonus. 86 million. I don't have 86 million. Yeah, that should help getting more econ in. You've got a good point. Slow down my progress. on the short term for more progress as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching. That's me done for the day. I'll speak to you on my next video / in my next stream. I'll try and stream Boardments going forward. Appreciate you all checking in, and catch you next time. Ciao for now.